Alrighty, today I'm letting you know how I knew I was a lesbian, because that's key information. But it's not just me, actually. I have friends with me. Nice. Okay, we have Lex here and Kayla here because everyone's experiences are different. Did y'all have to do any like research to double check yourself if you were, or was that just me? I was like, I need some validation.
Real.
I'm afraid y'all are like, y'all are gonna be like, that's not me though. Wait, how do we know each other?
I matched with both of them on dating apps.
And that is in true
And now we're
lesbian
friends.
essence.
I got friend zoned.
By both of us. Besties.
Besties. My first key point that I've written down was, for me, the bar for men was incredibly high. They gotta have the best personality ever. No toxicity. They gotta wanna wear my clothes. Like, can we confirm or deny?
I literally have a list in my phone of, I titled it My Virgo Venus Poll. It was a whole list of every single thing that a man had to have if I were to date him and want a long-term relationship with him. And if he didn't check off every single box, I would find any reason under the sun to leave immediately.
I feel like people should have lists anyway.
I used to look at
What about you?
No, I used to look at men when I was younger, but I wasn't attracted to them physically. I just wanted to dress like
Look
them.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, that's a cool hat. And then you got the hat. I mean, that makes sense too. It's the whole like, do I want to be them? Like, do I like them or do I want to be them? I personally could easily let crushes or relationships go with men. Like, I was pretty quick to be like, oh, and that was that, bye. So this one is a little sad. I was worried I'd never love anyone or have a deeper relationship, rather like more than friendship with men. So there was actually a point in my childhood, and if my mom's watching this, she's gonna laugh. I remember sitting in the car with my mom and being like, Mom, you're gonna have to arrange a marriage for me because I don't have these feelings. I know, right? Thank you. Which is kind of funny because they just weren't there necessarily for men, and I knew that a lot more when I was younger.
Whenever I was in a relationship with men or I liked men, it was more so I liked them in like a friendly way, and it was like all of my close friends were men, and I had such a platonic love for them, but it was no different from the people that I was in a relationship with.
So was it like hard for you to differentiate? You're
Yeah,
like, am I in love?
It's like, am I in love with every man that I meet, or do I just not like them like that? And I'm like, oh, this is a platonic love like I have for all of my friends, and I could like never really differentiate between that.
I wrote mistaking desire for attraction. I always liked the feeling of being desired, but hated long-term attention by men. Like, I always felt like there was an agenda behind it. No, oh, this one though. And my best friend, when I came out to my best friend Logan, he was like, yeah, I kind of already knew that because you always said I wish I was gay. Like, I always said it. So that's funny.
Here we are.
And here we are. Feeling like something is missing or not as fulfilling as other people like describe.
Yeah.
I felt like it just wasn't real. I'm like, how are you? I'm like, y'all are really experiencing this Disney romance?
Yeah.
I think you're lying.
I never felt the butterflies, you know?
Yes.
With men.
Yeah.
The always feeling like something is missing, I would, like, if I was in a relationship with a man, I fully came to terms with the fact that I was like polyamorous. I was like, this is just something that I want. It's something that feels fulfilling to me. Like, that's the thing that's missing for me.
Not being tied down to a man.
I just wanted to date women, apparently.
So I have this written down as feeling like I was forcing myself to act on intimacy in relationships with men. Like, seeing myself as selfless for having sex with them. I was like, yeah, this is for you. Like, this isn't for me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's for you.
I would purposely avoid anything like suggestive, like the way that I would dress, the things that I would say.
Really?
Sometimes when I would hang out with a man that I was like interested in or like seeing.
Caring far more of what women think of you than men. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I think the first time like we met up, I like wasn't wearing makeup. It was like a long day anyway, but I was kind of like, I feel like it's chill.
You were wearing
like,
makeup.
Really?
Maybe or maybe it was just because we went out on a date.
That's true.
The first time.
feeling like, and listen, so in my school growing up, all my closest friends, all the ladies around me growing up, like no one was out as anything. Everyone was straight. Like everyone was out as straight, okay? So it wasn't very helpful that most of the ladies I was around all said that women were more attractive than men. Oh my God, wait, this one freaking got me. So I was like the biggest ally. That was me. Actually, that's how I came out to my mom, like the first time. So I came out as bi first until I had an experience with a woman that I was like, oh, this is better. Anyways, it's really hot in here. I came out to my mom in an email, thank you. My mom got me tickets to like an LGBT night at this place in Philly for my birthday. She was like, hey, I'm getting you these tickets because I know you're such a big ally. And I was like, you know, thanks, Mom. In fact, not just an ally. I'm one of the letters. This is your list of, wait, red flags.
This is an ongoing list of everything that a man had to have if I wanted to date him.
So do these also translate to women as well?
No.
Or no?
Not at all. That's okay. I know that this is going back to a point before, but
oh, no, that's
with a woman, like it doesn't matter what you're interested in. Like, not that it doesn't matter, but I'm very much like open to any type of person, any interest. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like. If we have a connection, it's just there. With men, if you are not a complete mold of everything that is on that list,
fit this.
I don't want it.
Surrounding myself with mainly queer people. I was the validating and caring ally that coincidentally I always just needed for myself. So that's funny. So this one was one I think I touched on in actually my coming out video, but I was worried that the only reason like I started identifying as a lesbian was because of my trauma from having these relations with men. Which at the end of the day, just to state this for everyone out there if you're thinking this way as well, or being like, oh, is this even valid? It is valid at the end of the day. Like if you like this over this, that's just a fact, like period. Doesn't matter how you got there, right?
And that's when the lesbian PDF comes into play.
Yes, if y'all haven't heard of this PDF online, that's
momentarily ruined my entire
how did you come to finding that PDF?
So I lived alone over the summer in a den of an apartment that was basically underground, and I didn't leave for like 3 weeks. I didn't work. I didn't do anything, and I was just like doing a lot of contemplation, and that's like the #1 thing I thought of. And I just started Googling things. One recent thing was seeing like a bunch of videos on, well, like when it became more of a prevalent thing for people to like show their lives on social media.
Yeah.
And seeing like a bunch of, like you were saying, like queer couples, even on like TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and just kind of following their lives, I was filled with like this intense sadness, and I'm like, I don't know if I could ever have that, but it's just because I wouldn't let myself. Or the idea of being like, oh, I could never live with a man my whole life and be happy, but I could live with my besties. And like if I was, and we could decorate the house so cute.
Do you have anything that like helped you, like at all? Did you have to Google anything? Or were you just like so accepted in yourself?
I accepted myself very early on. It was everyone else that didn't accept me.
I found that PDF, like I was first really diving into this when I was in beauty school, right? So I would be like, oh, cutting clients' hair, whatever. And then my friend Renata in school was like, have you seen this PDF? Like, you should read this. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like for the rest of the day, I like couldn't even cut hair. I couldn't even be in school. I was like, wait, this is different? Like, everyone doesn't just feel this? That's crazy. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, everyone knows their own bubble so well that you just assume everyone else sees and lives like that, which is not necessarily true. No. If y'all have any questions, leave some questions, comments down below. If it's something mean, maybe don't.
Maybe think about it first.
Maybe think about that first. Okay, get out there, and yeah, best of luck, bye!